Hello students, welcome to the last section of this chapter triangles, that is Pythagoras theorem. It is an important theorem of this chapter, and in the syllabus it is written that Pythagoras theorem definition plus proof both is there in the syllabus. So let us start the Pythagoras theorem. In the examination it can come as state and prove Pythagoras theorem. So in that case, the statement of the Pythagoras theorem you have to write, or the statement will be given, it will not be mentioned that this is Pythagoras theorem. Simply the statement will be written that prove that in a right triangle the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Then you should understand that actually we have to prove Pythagoras theorem. Now, Pythagoras theorem we are using from the junior classes, but the proof is there in the standard 8 syllabus. So let us start. Now in a right angle triangle, we know that the hypotenuse is always the side opposite to 90 degree. So the theorem states that in a right triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. That is, if ABC is a triangle which is right angled at B, then we have to prove that AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. Now, over here I have drawn a perpendicular BD on the side AC. So by seeing this figure, you can remember theorem which I did in the criteria of similarity. After explaining all the three similarities, I did one theorem. Taking the help of that theorem, we will be proving this Pythagoras theorem. Over there I taught you how to name the triangles which we are going to prove similar. So let us start. First AB square I will try, then BC square I will add, and we will be getting AC square. So AB I can get in triangle ABD. So let us start. In triangle ABD and triangle. Now for the bigger we will have to name A as A, D is 90 in the smaller, and B is 90 in the bigger. So B, and C in the left place. So in triangle ABD and triangle ACB, angle A equals to angle A, angle D equals to angle B. This one is common, and this one is 90 degree. Angle, therefore by double A similarity, triangle ABD is similar to triangle ACB. Therefore, AB by AC equals to BD by BC equals to AD by AB. 1, 2 and 3. So, by which 2 I will be getting AB square? So, obviously that is 1 and 3. So, either you write all three, or directly you can write AB by AC equals to AD by AB, and cross multiply, you will be getting the answer. So I have written all three so that you should be confident during the examination, and if all you write, there will be no confusion that which two I should take so that I should get AB square. So after this we will be writing from 1 and 3 we get AB square equals to AC into AD. Make it equation number 1. This one is Roman 1 to 3. This is Hindu number 1. Again, after this, in triangle, this triangle BDC. So I am writing over here in triangle BDC. Naming of the first triangle we are free. Naming of the second triangle dependent on the first triangle. And triangle. Now for the bigger triangle, angle C is common, D is 90, over here B is 90. So in triangle ABC, so in angle C equals to angle C common, angle D is equals to angle B 90 degree. So BDC by double A similarity, triangle BDC is similar to triangle ABC. Therefore, we will be writing the ratio BD by AB equals to DC by BC equals to BC by AC. Here Roman 1 dash, 2 dash and 3 dash. Now find which two ratio will give you BC square. So obviously that is now 2 dash and 3 dash. So we'll be writing from 2 dash and 3 dash we get BC square equals to DC into AC. Make it equation number 2. Now we will be writing adding 1 and 2. We get, what was number 1? AB square plus of BC square equals to, there what we got? Here we are getting DC into AC. There we must have got AD into AC plus of DC into AC. Now in this AC is common, so AD plus of DC. Now AD plus DC is AC. So AC into AC equals to AC square. So we got AB square plus BC square equals to AC square, and hence PROVED proved. Write neatly by understanding and try to prove by your own. So what I did, this triangle similar to the bigger triangle, so ratio written. This triangle similar to the bigger triangle, ratio written. Now find which two ratios you will be getting by cross multiplying AB square plus AB square and BC square. By adding you will be getting the result. An easy but a very important theorem. The next theorem is converse of Pythagoras theorem. Now as I said, converse of Pythagoras theorem, its proof is not there in the syllabus, but obviously children, its concept, if it is asked in some question, you cannot say that this is not in our syllabus. So let us understand the converse of Pythagoras theorem, but I will not be giving the proof of this. So converse of Pythagoras theorem, it states that in a triangle, if the square of one side is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides, then the angle opposite to the first side is a right angle. That is, the converse of Pythagoras theorem says that if AC square equals to AB square plus of BC square, then angle opposite to AC, that is angle B, equals to 90 degree. This much only you understand. Proof is simple, but since it is not in the syllabus, I am not going in detail. Let us move to the sums based on Pythagoras theorem. Moving to sums based on Pythagoras theorem, one example I have taken, that is example 38, page 148 of NCERT. Now few examples are there children. I think till example number 14 it is given in NCERT. Example number based on Pythagoras theorem, the examples start from example number 10. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 5 example sums are there. So I am selecting any two. I mean the whichever I feel is important or means which I feel is to be discussed with you, that I am discussing. The rest you will be doing by your own, the example sums necessarily. Now example 13 says that BL and CM are the medians in a right angle triangle ABC, right angled at A. We have to prove 4 times BL square plus CM square equals to 5 times BC square. Now, whenever you get a sum based on Pythagoras theorem, you can see that something square is there in the required to prove part, or something product form is there. So by practice you will be able to understand that this sum I have to do by using Pythagoras theorem. So let us start. The trick or strategy of solving the sums based on Pythagoras theorem is either you start by LHS or RHS, see what is there. that we have to bring, and what else is coming, that we have to, means step by step, by using concept, we have to make them, we have to not delete them, we have to, means convert them in terms of the thing which we want. Now over here BL and CM, we will be finding BL means a right angle triangle in which BL is a part. Similarly, we will be finding a right angle triangle in which CM is a part. We will be finding a triangle in which BC is a right angle triangle in which BC is a part. Obviously, all is here. Figure, required to prove part, Pythagoras theorem we are knowing. So, obviously, we can do. Just proceed on. Don't panic that how it will be done. So, solution BL square. So, BL in this right angle triangle we can write. So, in right angle triangle BAL, BL square equals to AB square plus of AL square. Now BL and CM are the medians, that concept also we have to use, no? So I'll be writing it afterwards. AB square plus of AL square. Now since BL is the median, so AL equals to CL equals to AC by 2. So we can write over here BL square equals to AB square plus of AL, I can write as AC by 2 whole square. Here you can write by Pythagoras theorem. This implies 4 times BL square equals to 4 times AB square plus of AC square. Make it equation number 1. Now next is CM. So in right angle triangle CM is forming a part of the right angle triangle CMA. So in right angle triangle CMA, CM square equals to AC square plus of AM square by Pythagoras theorem. This implies CM square equals to AC square. Now AM is AB by 2. So AB by 2 square. This implies 4 times CM square equals to 4 times AC square plus of AB square. Now you can see from equation number 1 and 2 we have got 4 times BL square and 4 times CM square. So let us add it. So 1 plus 2 implies 4 times BL square plus of CM square equals to this 4 AC and 1 AC will be 5 AC square plus this AB square plus AC square. 4 AC this one and this one, equation 1 and 2, let us see. 4 AC square plus AC square is 5 AC square and AB square plus 4 AB square is 5 AB square. So 5 is common, we can write over here AB square plus of AC square. Now AB square plus of AC square equals to BC square equals to 5 of BC square, and hence proved. So what we did, we started with a right angle triangle in which BL was a part, wrote the equation. We found another triangle in which CM was a part, wrote the Pythagoras theorem, and using the median concept, this AC by 2 and here also AB by 2, added, we are getting the result. The next question which I have written over here is example 14, page 149 NCERT. Here in this question it is given that ABCD is a rectangle and O is any point inside this rectangle ABCD. We have to prove that OB square plus of OD square equals to OA square plus of OC square. Now clearly, without construction, I mean if you forget this line, you cannot find a right angle triangle in which OB is a part. To form a right angle triangle, we have made this line PQ passing through O such that PQ is parallel to AD, which is parallel to BC. Now we will be getting all the right angle triangles in which these sides are forming a part. So clearly, over here OB. So we will be writing in right angle triangle OBP. OB square equals to BP square plus of PO square. Similarly, in right angle triangle OD we have to find. So in right angle triangle OQD, OD square equals to OQ square plus of DQ square. In right angle triangle, now OA, so OPA, OPA, OA square equals to OP square plus of PA square. And in right angle triangle OQC, OQC, OC square equals to OQ square plus of QC square. So these all information either you can write somewhere by Pythagoras theorem, or you can substitute or can write over the explanation that using Pythagoras theorem. Now we will start with LHS. Now LHS is OB square plus OD square. OB is BP square plus OP square. OD is OQ square plus DQ square. Okay? Now we have to do the arrangement so that we will be getting OA square plus OC square, whose value is here. So what we have done over here, in place of BP, because this also will be a rectangle, in place of BP we have written CQ, and in place of DQ we have written AP, so that I'll be getting the other two ratios, I mean OA square plus OC square. Now after this arrangement, this changing to this and this changing to this, what we have done is CQ and OQ, these two kept at one place. So CQ square plus OQ square and OP square plus AP square kept at one place, because we are knowing that this arrangement will give OA square and OC square. So these two will over here after arranging CQ square and OQ square. So you can write CQ square and OQ square is OC square, and OP square plus AP square is OA square. So children, these arrangements try to make or try to understand by your own and solve by your own. Before seeing the solution, you first attempt by your own, your concept will be clearer. So let us move to the exercise questions now. Exercise 6.5, question number 1. Question number 1 says that sides of a triangle are given below. Determine which of them are right triangles. In case of a right triangle, write the length of its hypotenuse. Children, keep your NCERT book open and move to exercise 6.5 and read the statement of question number 1 by your own as well. So one part number 1, the sides are given as 7 cm, 24 cm and 25 cm. You square the side which is longest. So over here 25 is the longest, so 25 square equals to 625, and write the sum of the squares of the rest two sides. So 7 square plus 24 square is again coming to be 625. So 7 square plus 24 square equals to 25 square. Therefore given sides are sides of a right angle triangle and hypotenuse equals to 25 cm. Subpart number 2 is 3 cm, 8 cm, 6 cm. The longest side is 8 cm and the square of 8 is 64. The sum of the squares of the other two sides is 3 square plus 6 square, that is 9 plus 36 is 45. Obviously 64 is not equals to 45. Therefore given sides are not the sides of a right angle triangle. Subpart number 3 and 4, do it yourself. Question number 2. Question number 2, it is given that triangle PQR in which angle P is 90 degree, that is right angled at P, and also PM is perpendicular to QR. We have to prove that PM square equals to QM into MR. Now you see what we have to prove. We have to prove PM square equals to QM QM into MR. So obviously by seeing the parts we can observe that these two triangles, if we prove similar, we will be getting our result. So let us start. Proof. Remember that theorem which I did in the criteria of similarity. I think theorem number 4 it was. So in triangle RMP, naming of the first triangle free, naming of the second triangle dependent on the first triangle. If you remember that theorem, there angle 1 was equals to angle 2 and angle 3 was equals to angle 4. So you can write that directly using theorem, or here also you can write in triangle RMP and triangle, wherever is M we can name M. Now R is 1 and 1 equals to 2, so I'll be naming over here P. So PM and left name is Q. So in triangle RMP and PMQ, angle 1 equals to angle 2, angle M equals to angle M, 90 degree. And here for angle 1 equals to angle 2, if you want to prove, you can prove over here as angle 2 plus angle 3 equals to 90 degree equals to angle 1 plus angle 3. Now this angle 3 will be cancelled and we will be getting angle 1 equals to angle 2. So over here A and A. So therefore by double A similarity, triangle RMP is similar to triangle PMQ. So ratio of the sides will be proportional. So RM by PM equals to MP by MQ equals to RP by PQ. Now I want PM square, so that I will be getting from 1 and 2. So from 1 and 2 we get PM square equals to QM into MR. I have written the proper naming according to the required to prove part, and hence PRO VD prove, and your happy face starts. Now question number 7. In between few questions, that is question number 3, 4, 5 and 6, you will be attempting by your own. If you face any problem, please do message and ask the solution. So question number 7, the question is saying that prove that the sum of the squares of the sides of a rhombus is equal to the sum of the squares of its diagonals. Now rhombus property you are knowing, all sides are equal and the diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. So let ABCD be the rhombus whose diagonals AC and BD bisect at O. So let us write, let ABCD be the rhombus whose diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree and at O. Now any triangle you take, all four right angle triangles, from any one triangle, let us use the Pythagoras theorem. So proof, here you will write in given proof. in a right angle triangle AOB, AB square equals to AO square plus of BO square. Now AO is AC by 2 and BO is BD by 2. So we are getting over here AC square by 4 plus of BD square by 4. This implies AC square plus BD square equals to 4 times AB square. Now in a rhombus all 4 sides are equal, so this we can write as equals to AB square plus of BC square plus of CD square plus of DA square, and hence proved. So I think you understand sum of the squares of the diagonals is equal to the sum of the squares of all its 4 sides. Now the next question which I have written over here is question number 8. Question number 8 is saying that a triangle ABC is there in which O is any point inside the triangle ABC. Now from O, OD, OE and OF are drawn perpendicular to BC, AC and AB respectively. We have to prove that OA square, OB square, OC square, their sum minus OD square minus OE square minus OF square equals to this much square. Now by seeing this, at one time you can think, oh God, how will I do? But children, please now think. OA. Now we will be joining over here from O to A such that we can get OA. So we will join from O, we will join to A, B and C so that I can get OA, OB and OC, because OA, OB and OC are there in the required to prove part. Now OA square or OA is forming a part of 2 right angle triangles, OAF and OEA. So in any we can use the Pythagoras theorem, but what we have to prove first, we will see that OA square equals to, see over here, AF and the first one OD. So AF and OD is not over here. So OE, OE. So AF square plus OF square, if we do, see over here, OF and AF. So OF and AF are forming a part of this right angle triangle. So if we use this right angle triangle for OA, we will be getting the answer easily. Children, this is my way of judgment. You judge in whichever way, but get the answer correctly. So let us start. Proof. Number 1. In right angle triangle AFO, OA square equals to AF square plus of OF square. This implies OA square minus OF square equals to AF square. In right angle triangle, now OB we have to find OB. So OB, and we can do in this and this also, but OD is there, so I'll be using this one. So in triangle BDO, OB square equals to OD square plus of BD square. This implies OB square minus OD square equals to BD square. In right angle triangle, now the third one is OC, which is forming a part of these 2 right angle triangles, but OC square minus OE square is there. So in right angle triangle COE, OC square, CEO we should write, OC square equals to OE square plus of CE square. This implies OC square minus OE square equals to CE square. Add this, you will get the result. So make it 1, 2 and 3. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 implies OA square plus OB square plus OC square minus OD square minus OE square minus OF square equals to AF square plus of BD square plus of CE square and equals to RHS, and hence proved. Sorry. Number 2, we have to prove that AF square plus BD square plus CE square is equals to AE square plus CD square plus BF square. Now, whatever, suppose in triangle AOE we have used over here AO square equals to AE square plus EO square. Now in this over here, if we use AO square equals to AF square plus OF square, we will be getting this result on RHS, and hence the same thing on the LHS, and RHS is these two, so these two will be equal. So let us write that in right angle triangle we did AFO, so we will be writing over here AOE or AEO. AO square equals to AE square plus OE square. This implies AO square minus, over here we need AE on the right side, so minus of OE square equals to AE square. Make it number 4. In right angle triangle, now for BO, BFO, see what is right on the right side. Right side is AF, BD and CE. So we will be using BD, this triangle we will be using. So in triangle BDO, BO square equals to BD square plus OD square. This implies BO square minus of what we want, BD on the right side, minus of OD square. Wait, something going wrong. Over here I have to see, I am seeing there. I am very sorry children. This step you move. So in right angle triangle, now we have to find the triangle in which CD, over here AE we have got, or BF is a part. So we will be getting that triangle as triangle BFO. We can write BO square equals to BF square plus of FO square. This implies BO square minus FO square equals to BF square. Again, in right angle triangle CDO, CO square equals to CD square plus of DO square. This implies CO square minus DO square equals to CD square. Make it number 6. Now add 4, 5 and 6. You will be getting the same LHS here, but RHS you will be getting AE square plus BF square plus CD square. So LHS of equation number star and what I will get by adding double star is same, and hence RHS also equal, therefore this equals to this. Please attempt by your own. Let us move to next question. Next question of exercise 6.5 is question number 11, which I have taken over here. Question number 11, open your book children, I am reading the question. Question number 11 says that an aeroplane leaves an airport and flies due north at a speed of 1000 km per hour. So suppose A is the position of the plane and it is flying due north at a speed of 1000 km per hour. North, towards north it is flying at a speed of 1000 km per hour. At the same time another plane leaves the same airport, means same airport A, and flies due west, suppose it reaches sea at a speed of 1200 km per hour, how far apart will be the two places after 1.5 hours? So obviously, since north and west are perpendicular to each, the direction is perpendicular to each other. So let us start. Let A be the airport, and then the distance traveled or covered by the plane due north in 1.5 hours at, what was the speed? At 1000 km per hour, equals to 1000 into 3 by 2 equals to 1500. 1500 kilometer. Similarly, so this one will be 1500 kilometer. The distance traveled by the plane due west in 1.5 hours at, what was the speed? 1200 km per hour, equals to 1200 into 3 by 2 equals to 1800 kilometer. So this one we will take as 1800 kilometer. What is the question? How far apart will the two places after 1.5 hours? So obviously by Pythagoras theorem we will be taking the distance BC. So clearly AB is perpendicular to AC as north and west direction is perpendicular. Therefore, BC square equals to AB square plus of AC square equals to 1500 square plus of 1800 square. Now 15 is 225 and 18 is 324. 3240000. So this will be equals to 9, then 4 and 5. Therefore BC will be under root 549 into 100 kilometer. Now 549 you take out, 549 it is a 4, 149, then 2, 4, then 43, 3 is a 129 and 44, 4s will exceed. So 23 point something will come. Whatever you solve it, whatever is the answer of the required question. Over here 23 point means change to 2 more, find to 2 more decimal, then into 100 will give the answer. I am leaving it for you. Let us move to the next question. Now question number 12. Question number 12 is saying that two poles of height 6 meter and 11 meter. So let AD and BC be the two poles of height 6 meter and 11 meter. They stand on the plain ground. Now if the distance between the feet of the two poles is 12 meter, so AB is 12 meter, find the distance between their tops. So we have to find the distance CD. So obviously poles are standing on the ground, therefore they are making 90 degree with the ground. So this also is 90 degree. We have to find CD. So if we draw a line perpendicular to the ground level, so this also will be 90 degree. This is 12, so this also is 12. This is 6, so this also is 6 meter. The whole is 11, so 11 minus 6 is 5 meter. We have to find CD. So clearly children, you can find the length CD by using Pythagoras theorem, and it will come as 13 meter, because from the junior classes we are knowing that 5, 12 and 13 are forming a Pythagorean triplet. Let us move to question number 13. Now question number 13. Question number 13 is saying that D and E are points on side CA and CB of a triangle ABC right angled at C. We have to prove that AE square plus of BD square equals to AB square plus of DE square. Now, I have proved over here. So, just see. We have to prove AE square plus BD square equals to AB square plus DE square. Now, find right angle triangles in which these sides are forming a part. AE. AE. Obviously, it is forming a part of right angle triangle ACE. So, in triangle ACE, AE square equals to AC square plus CE square. Similarly, BD. Now, BD. BD is forming a part of the right angle triangle BCD. So, in triangle BCD, BD square equals to BC square plus CD square. Again, in triangle, we will be finding the triangle in which AB is a part. So, triangle BCA, in which we will write AB square equals to BC square plus of CA square. Now, DE is forming a part of the right angle triangle DCE. So, DE square will be equal to CE square plus CD square, which is written over here. Now, LHS is AE square plus BD square. So, AE square plus BD square, this all four written over here. AC square plus CE square and BC square plus CD square. Now, this I want AB square plus DE square, but I will be saying AB square is BC square plus AC square. So, BC square plus AC square kept at one place and CE square plus CD square kept at one place. AC square plus BC square is AB square and CE square plus CD square is DE square. And this is the RHS and hence proved. Let us move to the next question.